So, Tobe and his wife, they came out with a video. It's replying to the criticism that they have received from people finding old videos, because the videos is from 3 years ago. And people were surprised by how he talked to her and treated her. And yeah, people had a lot to say about it, including myself. So he's responding to it now. And I was like, well, let me go check it out. I haven't seen the video. I haven't seen anybody else talk about it. So yeah, let's check it out and see what's going on. Now I'm going to go in here into this subject with not a lot of bias. I want to be open-minded about it. I'm not looking for something to attack. I'm not looking for something to disagree with. I'm hoping that things has got better between them. Maybe lessons have learned. They released this during this retrograde period. I don't think that's a good idea, but I'm gonna hope for the best. And yeah, I'm gonna check it out. So I'm gonna try to be optimistic about it, you know. I'm gonna try to be, okay? I don't want to get copyrighted for the music, so, oh, hold on. He's doing a whole poem and everything, damn, okay. I was trying not to get like copyrighted or something. All right, let's check this poem out.
Look, I stepped outside my crib today and took time from my babies to reflect and have an introspective moment about my lady. Last month we made it 4 years and a blessing of matrimony. But know some folk who yoked and broke now both need alimony. Ratchet homies though they blasted for me and clap at phonies, still detached from knowing how being vulnerable truly feels. And though I've had some classless moments, my past unfolded hood rats and rodents down my path to Damascus that truly healed. Every ailment before the mailman delivered agape in the form of fat who at first contact was a frivolous entree. We had dissonance, but her diligence and commitment when I was indifferent was equivalent to someone hit with the spirit and forced to lay prostrate. Overwhelming, potent, and pure, but undeniable. She's my friend when I had no ends, that made us somewhat sizable. Difference in how I would listen when she would express the intrinsic gem she saw within me that made me desirable to her, but I was sure it wasn't mutual. And around that time wasn't always kind, but I was always truthful. I'd rather lose you than use you, confuse you, seduce you, abuse you, or run through you like most dudes do. I told her clear as day, I don't want you. She looked at me and said, cool. Some people hear that and say, girl, what's wrong with you? And to that I say, hell, baby, what's wrong with you? She knew what she wanted, but knew I wasn't there yet. So rather than run around the field, she made a fair catch. Took what was given that never altered her vision. In fact, she moved with precision towards being friends with no strings attached. While most people drown waiting, her love and her sound making decisions built the ground shaking foundation. So when I had my peace, I could place my feet on something concrete. The cost of love ain't cheap, it's steep. Unless you want something for the streets, well hell, then I concede and easily can see why I see.
I don't think this is the video. I think this is something that he did afterwards, a song or something. So see, that's what I'm talking about. because I seen somebody talking about it. I just didn't watch their video, and they were showing them actually sitting down or something. But now I'm seeing this song, so I'm like, well, damn, did he just only address this as a marketing thing? And he's not understanding the deeper levels of it. It's like he so-called undressing criticism, but he's criticizing the people that criticizing him. So, and he basically saying like, y'all don't understand, this is real love and this and this and this and that. No. It's just a no. And why is it like sometimes I hear songs, right? And it would be a female song, and then a dude would have a verse in it, and his verse would completely be like somewhere else. Like he's not understanding what the female is even talking about. Like for an example is Jaheen Aiko. She did a song, and she did it with Big Sean. And it was something about I'm none of your concern now. But when he came into the song, it's like he didn't understand her on a deeper emotional level. Like what he was talking about was superficial. Like that's why I cut off the song before I even get to his part, because it's not addressing the real issue, you know? And I feel like it's the same thing in this. There's no real accountability. It's just like, you know what, it sounds like he's saying like, y'all judging me, you know, and I was being truthful to her, and y'all calling her stupid, but this is what a real woman is supposed to be like. Nah, it would be different if he would have addressed this from a standpoint where that he understood people concern, because what we seen was not self-love. It was not respect. So don't tell us and don't tell people that he influencing that what you are seeing is like, this is real love. This is real partnership. This is how it should be, because that's the wrong advice. That's the wrong advice. And they know that's the wrong advice, because even in their original video, they was telling people to not do what they did, you know? So even they know that. So I'll finish it, but I'm like, I'm over it, but I'll finish it.
These tweets that reek of those who struggle with rejection, though they mask it by projecting false realities that they deem true. That's why I'm weary when I speak to folk who stressing or victims of mass deception, cause I'm knowing they ain't got a.
Yeah, and then he's saying that the people who looking at it and we projecting things onto it. No, 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 no. And then he trying to make it seem like if you look at their situation and you had a negative perspective of it, then that means it's something wrong with you. Okay, let's find the response, you know. I haven't looked at this dude, but I could feel the sarcasm in the title and stuff, and I just know. You know what? I'm kind of like tired of this. Like I might stop even doing stuff like this, because it's like there's a lack of understanding because a lot of times, especially with Black men, they don't want to understand. They don't want to understand. Like, they will be the victim until the day they die. All right, undressing criticism. See, every time you see a man talking about this, they really feel like this is what real love is, even though it's detrimental to the woman and her well-being. You know, during that process of them courting, he broke her, you know, he rejected her. And even when they was getting engaged, he still had that mentality of like, I didn't really want you, I settled for you. That's his whole reaction, you know? And but men feel like, you know, this is real love. This is what women should do. They should chase us. They should wait for us until we man enough to give them what they deserve. Man, I don't even got the energy to be real with you. Like, I don't even got the motherfucking energy. I don't. And see, it creates this divide, you know? And I wish that Fat, she would hold herself to a higher standard. Because even if they was in a different predicament today, you know, she should be able to reflect and see what was wrong with that. Cause everybody ain't tripping. We seen something and it wasn't right. It was something off. It's something that didn't feel good in the spirit. So if she understood that, then okay. And if things are not like that anymore, like, am I tripping? Like, is there not a interview? Maybe it's this. Okay. Maybe I'm too late. Maybe they took it off the internet or something. But yeah, I'm just sick or tired of trying to like even explain this. And I feel like other women should be sick and tired too. Like, honestly, just work on yourself and be the divine feminine as you is. And there were men that will come into your life and they will want to give you what you feel like you deserve. They be willing to give you that. You know, and if they not, then all right. Oh well, like damn. I mean, for real. Okay. I guess I listened to somebody talk about it, and I don't really want to. And see, people are too caught up in imagery. Like, if they look like they happy, you know, even though if you was to really look, you will see what it really is. But like, it looks sweet. It looked like a fairy tale because he make music about her. But when you go and listen to that song, it's not about her, his love. It's more about him. And I hear that in the other songs. It's like he trying to be like this, oh, I'm a good man and I want to show y'all that I'm a father figure. I want to show y'all that. But do it really talk about his love for her? it might sound like it on the surface, but when you really pay attention, no, he really just talking about himself, you know? Because if he really loved her, like, he would support the things that she want to do. Like when I went on to his IG, I didn't see any of her art. I didn't see that. And then when he do post her, it's always something that is pertaining to him. That's not real love, and we really need to get out of that mindset. It's outdated. I understand that in the past, not only men subscribed to that, but women did too because they felt like that was the right thing to do. But nah, fuck that shit.
Unlike most boy meets girl stories. So here we go.
5 years later.
Who he think he is? He ugly.
He ugly. Ivory. Daddy ugly?
Yeah.
She thinks so too.
Right. Even out of the mouth of babes.
They're ugly.
That's right.
They're ugly.
Don't say that.
No, that's good. See what y'all done did to my baby?
No, it's all for PR purposes. What? He keeps her pregnant and makes. Wait, man, I can't get that said.
Nah, come on, read it.
He keeps her pregnant and make her his wife for 2 reasons. One, because it embodies the brand and image he's trying to portray. He keeps me pregnant for your. You keep me pregnant for your friend?
For the image, why not?
What in the world?
Yep.
See, and you can see the disagreements right here because she reading this and she laughing like, because I feel like she trying to like play it off like the criticism not really getting to her. What people think it is not what it really is. Like people are not really understanding them. But I feel like he agreeing to what this person is saying. So in his mindset, listening to this is like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. And she like, what? These people are delusional. This is not what he doing to me. But he's like, yeah, that is what I'm doing to you, and I'm proud of it. Y'all see it?
He knows nobody is going. What?
To want her with.
I know. I started reading in my mind. He knows nobody's going to want her with 3 to 4 kids, so it's easier to control her. These are games of a mentally abusive narc.
Narc, yes.
What in the world?
All right, here we go. He has broken her confidence. Get it back, baby girl.
Oh man.
Come on, that's the only thing you're lacking.
She's so pretty. Feel so sorry for her. She deserves a man who loves her whole. Oh, poor thing.
And you know what? I feel like it's somewhere in his psychology that is kind of feeling like, you know what, you giving me bad press because people are looking at you and they thinking that you are depressed, that I'm abusing you, and that's your fault. So you need to, you need to act more confident. You need to be more confident. Like, I really feel like that's playing out in his head, but let's see what he actually say.
That's right. The stupidest people are often the happiest.
It's true.
It's true.
Dang, I'm stupid now.
Yeah, the big dumb energy. Come on, don't act like you don't know.
All Africans act this way in Houston. Because they definitely know every African in Houston. That's completely possible. You're right.
Yeah, but there is a cultural thing with men that I have seen from other countries where they feel like they are supposed to control and dominate their wife, that the relationship should be like this. And it's harder to not make them, but it's harder to even envision something different. Even though they might tell you at the beginning, like, they ain't like that, they be like that. they be like that. So it is a correlation, okay? And I'm telling you, like, I have friends who dated men from I was married to somebody from Jamaica. My homegirl sister, she dated a Haitian guy. Another girl that I knew, she dated somebody that was from Haiti. I know some women who even dated men from like Iran or something like that, but they will have like this type of mentality, you know? So you have to be careful. Like, it's pros and cons everywhere because you deal with these American men and they be on some other shit. But these men will feel like they better because they will feel like, well, at least I'm a provider. But in return, you have to be my slave. They will have like that type of mentality. So, and that's all they have to do is provide. So, and then they will feel like, well, you belong to me now. So be careful because these men would want to put you in a position where they take care of you. But what you have to give in return, how they would treat you, because they would disrespect you and be like, that's just how a man is. And because I give you money, you shouldn't have no issue with that. I'm telling you, the mentality be fucked up.
That's right. Here we go. Let's go.
He's going to replace you as soon as he finds what he's looking for. Guard your heart, stack your money, and protect your children.
Protect the babies.
Dang.
Come on.
His kids will hear this BS one day.
Yes.
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 I'm sad that you think it's BS.
Yeah? No, you're not. Oh my God. This is horrible.
See, she talking about, I'm sad that you think it's BS, but she don't understand. See, that's how I know that nothing changed. It ain't shit changed because if they relationship actually grew and evolved, they could look back on the situation and talk about it and be like, you know what? Back then we was young and we was learning and yeah, at that time I didn't have like a lot of self-respect or something like that, you know, but we have a different outlook now. But no, their outlook is still similar, especially his, because he don't really feel like he did anything wrong. He felt like he was being truthful. He was being real. So this just lets me know that it's still a toxic ass relationship. So
Why are you even together? This man is embarrassing you worldwide. That's not just locally. Worldwide.
He played her throughout.
I do wish that they reading like different comments. I do wish that people approach differently with a I don't know, no, approach how you want to. It will still give off the same energy. Just don't be mean about it, you know?
His whole love story. Tired of people hiding mean and rude comments under the guise of being honest.
It be something. It's okay. Yeah. Response this Sunday. Happy Get Twisted Sundays, people.
Tobe released a
Okay, so at the end, he was like, I'm gonna respond to this Sunday. So, okay, so he must have released that song. And this is how he used their whole relationship. It is to use it as a marketing tool. Man, child, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. These people toxic as fuck. I'm really tired of toxic love. I'm bored with it. Like, we vibrating out of that. Like, we don't have time for that shit. For real. You know, we don't have time for that in this time, you know? And it doesn't have to be tolerated because people that are vibrating high, um, they can't even stomach. I can't even stomach toxic relationships anymore. When I was younger, I had more patience for it, but now, like, boy, my cutoff game is because not only I know that I deserve better in situations, but because I notice that people who are still in that low vibrational toxic ass energy, these people are really like fucked up. I'm sorry. It ain't funny, but it's the truth. Like, they fucked up. It's a real thing. Like, people who can't, like, people still toxic and they believe in love like this, like, these people be messed up. Okay. So, you know, it is what it is. She pretty as hell. Oh my goodness. Go. Oh, okay. She pretty. Okay, I guess that was it, you know. They didn't really give much because the whole purpose was to, but you know, I felt like at the end, it really hit fast.
That's not just locally, worldwide.
He played her throughout this whole love story. Tired of people hiding, mean and
Response this Sunday.
Yeah, you see this? She got her eyes covered, you know. You know, she will make it seem like oh, she's sad how people are perceiving it. It's a deflection thing. But no, she's sad because it's truth in those comments. So she got her eyes covered, you know, she can't really look into the camera, look at her lips, look at her body language. She is leaning into him for support, but it's because this is her whole world at this point. So it is what it is, you know. And she might truly believe that, and I'm starting to think like, why do you always have all these fucking squares? So it lets me know that there haven't been no real evolution or growth. They confine in these boxes. They confine themselves in a box to, and they trapped in it and they want to be. It's beneficial to him, but you know, to her, she might try to trick herself and fool herself to feeling like that. Because I mean, damn, somebody made a comment about her having 3 or 4 kids. Nobody gonna want her, which is not the motherfucking truth. Like, man, you see, you see how they do women. You see how they do women, you know? And he had 3 or 4 kids too, because those are his kids. But they won't say the same thing about him. But they find any reason, especially for a Black woman, to make her undesirable. Man, I can't. All right.